Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit off. I've been sick the last couple days and yeah, my voice is just not amazing at the moment. So I hope you still enjoy this. We're here with 80 Days. Now this is a game that I've had in my my Steam library for a while, my humble library. And I decided to give it a go because, yeah. So, London, 1872, I've entered into the service of a new gentleman. Oh, it would seem he is a gambling man. Oh. Right. Inkle presents, in association with Cape Guy, directed by John Ingold and Joseph Humphrey, script by Meg Jayanth. Yep, that's a thing. PC and Mac edition by Ben Nicholson. Ooh, it's loud. Jaum illustrate. Oh, no. 80 days. 80 days, like around the world in 80 days. That's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. Based on the novel by Jules Verne, of course. Of course. Right. So what is this up here? Take a screenshot. Settings. Okay, well, let's go and do it. Begin. Begin in London. Let's go see what's up. Let's see what's happening in London. Monsieur Phileas Fogg returned home early from the Reform Club and in a newfangled steam carriage. Besides, I helped him down, and the iron-lunged, steam-driven horses clattered away. Passer partout, said he, we are going around the world. Around the world, monsieur? Very good, monsieur. All right. Very good, monsieur. I murmured dutifully, not believing a word of it. We shall circumnavigate the globe within 80 days. He was quite calm as he proposed this wild scheme. We leave for Paris on the 8:25. In an hour. That was quite a departure for my master, who was by all accounts a creature of inflexible habit and mechanical regularity. Perhaps the carriage's engine fumes had affected his reason. For Paris, monsieur? I don't really like the... Doesn't... Yeah, okay, here we go. To begin with, yes, pack an altimeter and my evening jacket. There's not a moment to waste. You passepartout now have funds. Your character is now dependable. Oh, I'm dependable. Okay, I'm dependable. Quickly, passepartout, collect our things and we'll be off. Pack. Alright, we need an altimeter. Right, what is this? Valuable in Vienna, Paris, and Copenhagen. Routes for ships in Europe will be visible on the globe. Sure, we'll have that. And... Right. Oh, no. Let's take the evening jacket. There we go. How do I depart? I can't. Okay. Right. Our completed Englishman's wardrobe should help us negotiate times of upper-class journeys. Okay, new routes discovered. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that's because I looked up the ship routes. That's good. That was very clever of me. I'm very clever. All right. Wait, what? No, I packed. All right, let's depart. Embark. Departing out. The guard's van space has space for one suitcase, which will suffice. Travel. This looks like a bearable option. Okay, so it looks like the gameplay is, you know, we're going around the world and we get to make some choices about routes and packing and all that stuff. The mechanical horses race past Piccadilly Circus and Pall Mall faster than a team of thoroughbreds. Even so, the whistle of the 8:25 was blowing as we pulled up to Charing Cross Station. We raced along the concourse and threw ourselves aboard as the second whistle shrieked its warning. We barely had time to take our seats before the guard rapped smartly on the compartment door. Alas, monsieur, we are in a great hurry, I explained, giving him a beseeching look. We did not have time to buy tickets. You may purchase them from me, the guard was saying, though it is more expensive. I'm afraid £85, please. I argued with him. Or rather I began to, but Monsieur Fogg interrupted. Passepartout, you will pay the sum at once, he put in coldly, and remunerate this man for his patience. I gave the man 100. And added a word or two of advice about allowing a little leniency to gentlemen in their hours of need. The guard gave me our tickets and slid the compartment door shut behind him with a pneumatic kiss. Your funds have gone down by a fair amount. I should say they have, yep. I'm on fine form, but we must make haste. You seem quite a handy man to have around, Passepartout. I am. Oh. London's smog gave way to rolling hills and the pastures of Kentish countryside, still untouched by the hand of technological advancement. I repacked our bags, yeah. Thrown together in haste and confusion. As the afternoon turned inexorably to evening, I discovered that my master was one of those gentlemen who broke their silence rarely, if at all. A guard rapped on our door. We are about to submerge, he warned. Take some people a bit funny, so watch out. Very good, I replied, as though submerging inside a 1,000-ton metal train was quite ordinary for me. If you feel claustrophobic, the guard replied, try running up and down the corridor. I always find the exercise helps. I pressed my face to the window glass as the fins above the amphitry's wheels extended with a hydraulic hiss. Night fell and we plunged past the end of the track into the freezing water of the English Channel. Indeed. Most indeedly do. Down below. So yeah, you guys can definitely hear my voice. It's just not good. This is cool though. I like this. The amphitry plowed through the water overnight and splashed up onto wider gauge French tracks at Calais as dawn broke. Do you have a route in mind, monsieur? I demanded to know the purpose of our journey. I began to consider what we might require for our journey. Loose clothing for hot weather, and furs for clothes, driving clothes for roads, and waterproof gear for boats. Well, we would have to purchase necessary items in the markets of the cities we passed through. I grew a little melancholy at the thought. No doubt, whatever we acquired, I would have to carry. We arrived at Paris, Gare du Nord, just after 1 o'clock. Automaton porters lifted our luggage. Oh, it's like steampunky. That's cool. And then our persons onto the platform with long, delicately filigreed iron arms. Paris, city of my heart, I was home, but not to stay. Aww. Right. Okay, so we can... Some of our possessions... Markets. Is my favorite market street. Oh, we can buy an extra suitcase. Right. Let's buy that. Let's buy some wine. Let's just buy all this stuff. There we go. Yep, we'll buy all the stuff. Bank. We must visit the bank, Monsieur Fogg declared. A robbery, monsieur? Certainly not, he replied firmly. But do you suppose I put my entire fortune into a carpet bag under your supervision? I did not answer. I regarded the bank as we entered. The manager of the bank we entered, a small man who greeted us with greedy enthusiasm. You wish to withdraw funds? We were told. I warn you, it may take some time. 1,000 pounds tomorrow. I will have to communicate with London first. Of course, he apologized. I should have a reply tomorrow. It seems we have some time to dispose of. Yep, we do. Let's go exploring. Oh, excellent. We've discovered some new routes. We had a few hours to spare. I asked Monsieur Fogg if he might enjoy my city before we had to leave. Indeed, and should you learn anything of note, be sure to relay it. But do not waste any time. We have no time to spare. I nodded and headed into town. The talk on the streets was of one thing only. An enormous, elegant oval stadium constructed upon the green fields of Champ de Mars and containing the technological marvels, art, amusement parks, and milling crowds of the World's Fair of 1872. My city still wore the scars of last year's siege. I ventured inside. Yeah, that one. As did I. Paris and France had surrendered to the Prussian army after 4.5 months of grim, blood-soaked resistance in the Franco-Prussian War. Okay. I put away my memories of those grim days of rat meat stew and artillery bombardment. I gazed instead at the grand illuminated pavilions of the exposition. I went towards the airship hangar, past a booth with a husband and wife pair selling panoramic hot air balloon rides to eager tourists. I inquired as their ally, wondered if perhaps a balloon could be encouraged to go a little way east as well and contribute to our great journey. 80 pounds for a half-hour flight, the man responded. I gaped. That is robbery. We're the only balloonists here today. Are you willing to miss out the experience of a fly over Paris? I am going around the world, I replied. I hope for much more impressive sights in the days to come. The man nodded and moved on to the next punter with great swiftness. I regarded the airships that filled the hangar behind him. There were a huge number on display from all over the world, and my eye was immediately caught by... Ooh, this... Oh, bulky coal gas. There we go. They use the power of the sun, you know, remarked the lady on the stand. No fuel at all? A little for takeoff and for emergencies. They have rainy seasons in India, and they don't want their whole fleet grounded. Atmotics such as this sailed the skies of British India near Delhi, home of the inventor Amulya Savarkar. Perhaps one day soon, Monsieur Fogg and I would find ourselves flying in such a craft. I returned to the exposition center, my thoughts turning with clouds and engine rotors. Avenues sprawled in every direction between the inviting illuminated pavilions. An artificer was replacing an art light. I decided to take my leave. I returned to Monsieur, who was... Oh, I tried to click on that. Did you enjoy the exposition, my master inquired diffidently? Having preferred a hearty meal and an English newspaper to all the wonders the modern world had to offer. Will we travel by airship, do you suppose, I asked. I think it highly likely, he replied. They are expensive, but extremely fast. I dreamed that night of mechanical wonders and automatons with beautifully enameled faces, knowing little of the strange inventions and stranger peoples I would soon encounter in my journey around the world. Cool. Plan. What is this one? Arrive Saturday. 55 arrive Saturday. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like I want to go this way. Oh, we can't get to there. We can't get to there. Okay, where are we? We're in Paris. We go to Nice. Yeah. The Englishman's wardrobe should yield results. No charge tomorrow. Nice. All right. And then we go here. All right. It'll be rotten night if you don't find a hotel soon. Oh, how do we do that? Oh, how do we go to the hotel? I don't know. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, no, I wanted to go to the hotel. Fine. We had no option but to curl up in a shady spot under a tree like wild dogs and try our luck outside. Halfway through the night, we were accosted by a stray dog who curled up a little warmth. It's grown slightly worse. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we're going here. Embark! Toot toot! Sorry, Fogg. I didn't mean for the thing. Which had opened only the previous week. The ticket booths were all staffed by automata. And cylinder phonographs installed throughout the played La Marseillaise in triumph. We found a compartment and settled into plush sheets with complimentary glass of Provençal rosé to grace the trip. We French, we know how to travel. I raised my glass to Monsieur Fogg. He tipped his own glass toward me and courteously but left the wine within untasted until dinner was served. Converse. Good afternoon, my name is Alfred Dumont. Yeah, Nice used to be quite run down, you know. About this route. Yeah. Still, you can pick up stopwatches and you can sell for profit in Sofia. Did you know that some buyers will pay well for woolen cloaks from Dubrovnik? But tell me, I've worked this line since we're seeing more famous people these days. Indeed. Indeed, you and Monsieur are the most famous, of course. Yeah. The quickest way from here is through Rome. Okay. Oh, we can ask him about... Okay, still... Yep. I know that you can pick up tartan blankets in Rome. You can sell for profit in Budapest. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're done talking. We don't need to talk about that anymore. Yeah. The hours flew by and I spent them waiting on my master's needs. In conversation, hoping to find options for our next journey, learning from somewhat frenetic Viennese ragamuffin that the steamer journey from Aswan to Khartoum down the Nile was beautiful, but it seemed painfully slow. The train rattled on, arriving to Nice late in the evening. We stepped out to balmy autumn weather and a gentle murmur in the air. Ah, my friends, the sea. This is cool. Okay, so the whole point of this game, the whole point that we're doing here is that I'm gonna pause it probably because it counts down. The whole point of the game is that you're on a trip with this dude, and it's like told through stories, it's told through writing. You get to make choices, you get to go to the banks and all that kind of stuff, and it's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna play a little bit more for you guys. You know, let's go to the hotel so that we don't lose any more credits. We're filled with Italians of one sort or another, selling sweet pastries. I munched contentedly. Oh, right. While I strolled along the promenade. Since being seated back to the bosom Francais, Nice had become a bustling hub of activity. Boats plied the waters daily, and there was talk of building a tram to link the hotels and beaches to the casinos. I made my way to one of those casinos myself. Had gone up a long way in the world, and I was refused admission. Gentlemen and ladies only, the doorman said. No one of lower classes. And where do the lower classes go to gamble? I know a card game, he replied quietly, but the stakes are high. I gestured for him to tell me more. 500 to play. Down there, he nodded towards a set of... Yeah. I thanked him and went below. Let's go do it. I will not describe it at length. Suffice it to say that the surly-looking clientele, men and women both, were sat around a stained table drinking rough whiskey as they played and won. I ventured a hand or two, and was rapidly hustled into playing for longer. I got out with my shirt still on, but 500 pounds poor. Still, I did at least learn that merchants in Moscow will pay fantastic amounts for absinthe from Budapest. But it was perhaps the most expensive information I had ever earned. My feet were tired. I murmured my goodbyes. Whoops. My character is now organized. Alright, let's do a little exploring. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to go to Venice. Alright. Let's hit the market. Yeah. Brazilian snuff? Sure. And some leather braces. There we go. We can sell some stuff. For 82. Air traveler set. Oh, wow. 550. No, we need that. Definitely need that. Need that. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Oh, we just discovered some new routes. Okay, cool. Good work. I'm winning. We're on day 4. Here we go. Some more. Yeah. This is cool. Getting to see the globe like this. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. This game is pretty sweet. Oh, he likes me, even though I just lost 500. Ooh. Oh, I didn't go back to the bank. I left. Oh, I left without going to the bank. Oh my god. Okay, well, that was dumb. That was very dumb. The ticket will require a further 41. 660 before... No. We'll just go. We'll just go tomorrow. Alright. How do I... Yeah. Alright, what's going on here? How do I get out? Alright, we'll go... We can sell in Budapest. We're not going to Budapest. Alright, we're going... So we could pay 660 and depart tomorrow. No. Let's go back to the town. Oh, we can't go to the bank. It opens Monday. It's Friday. Alright. Yeah, we'll pass the night here. And then we're going to get up. With what remained of the day, I polished our shoes and hat and brims. I spent a few... Here we go. Our funds have gone up somewhat. Excellent. Alright, let's depart. Embark. The car's roof has space for 2 suitcases, but we have 3. Okay, so how do we... Okay. Can we go back here? Is the market open? Market. Market! Oh my god, what about this one? Fine. Go. We're going that way instead, because of the freaking, thing. Named after the successful train line through France, found its place. When I say we, I do not mean myself and Mr. Fogg, of course. Why do people stand at the front of the back? Asked my companion, a young woman named Estelle, whom I had bumped into while hauling our cases up the ramp. She smiled sweetly. I think she answered in a gentle, slightly lisping tone. It is because of what happens should you fall off. I looked over the rail at the sea, already foaming white from the churn of the propeller. I would not like to fall into that either. Ah, she said, but by the time you hit the water, the boat would have moved on, and then the wake would push you away. Hence, so long as you didn't break your neck, you'd be entirely unharmed. She seemed to have considered this in rather too much detail. A most reassuring thought, I observed, and she laughed. Then a roll of the sea made me stumble. We would be aboard for just one night, and I hoped I would find my balance, especially when in such fine-looking company. Oh. Yeah. Let's talk about Rome. They say the Venetian of the artificers control Italy behind the scenes. Sure. Right? Brazilian snuff. You are too kind. I hear... Yep. Let's talk about all the stuff. Athens. Perhaps to turn around the deck. Certainly, let's do it. Ah, the warm wind is so wonderful. Rome. Kingdom of Italy is very powerful. I wish I knew, but some buyers will pay well for evening jackets. Yeah. Goodbye. Oh, we learned some stuff. Sweet. Alright, now what's happening? We're watching us travel. Met me in the restaurant, taking a seat opposite. I have worked it out, she announced cheerfully. What have you worked out? Who you are, I know your secret. I was taken aback. Perhaps she had seen me during my days in the circus as a youth. Had we caused such a stir on our journey so far? She pulled out a copy of the Times. Here, she cried, folding it to lifting it to my attention. Phileas Fogg attempts round-the-world adventure. I must have colored. As she pointed a finger. I knew it was you! Giddy with her discovery, she punched me on the arm. What an exciting adventure. Travel is most thrilling, I agreed. Especially now for me, she replied. Fancy my meeting Phileas Fogg himself. I opened my mouth to dissuade her. But she interrupted. You're more dashing than the story made out, she continued excitedly. Wait until I tell my mother. I am not Phileas Fogg. Of course, I understand. She tapped the side of her nose. And then triumphant made to get up. I'm sure you're in a hurry, so I won't keep you. Perhaps to turn around the deck, I suggested. I couldn't possibly, she replied, all afluster. And then we proceeded to do exactly that. Aww. Oh, is he getting sick? Well, that's sad. We arrived in Rome the next day, and I began to unload our cases when the captain stopped me. New regulations, he insisted, ordered by the new What regulations? You're traveling from England? Yes. Then you're required to sign this disclosure of artificers' materials. which I began to look over when young Mademoiselle Estelle appeared. Monsieur Fogg, she cried. I quickly introduced my master to her, took an uncertain step back, glancing between us. My master's sharp, aquiline profile, my own rounded Gaelic features. Mademoiselle, you wish to meet Monsieur Fogg, I said, sympathetically. Here he is. She thought for a moment more, then grinned. Oh, I understand, she said. Very good. I gave up. There was clearly no use in explaining, neither to her nor to my master, who was somewhat perplexed. Passepartout, he asked as Estelle hurried away in some confusion. Youth, monsieur, I replied feebly. Excellent. So we've made it to Rome. The Brazilian snuff will fetch a few pounds here. We should explore a little. Alright, let's sell this Brazilian snuff. Oh, excellent. Nice. Desert driver's timetable. I mean, do we have to keep these? I don't know. Valuable in Athens and Antalya. Valuable in Sofia, Venice, and Budapest. Worth 2,800 in Helsinki. Oh, well, let's go to Helsinki, man. I mean, we might as well... Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know about all this stuff. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? No! Definitely not going down there. I'm gonna go to Helsinki, though. Alright. No. 6 days and counting. Okay, cancel. No, that's not what we wanted. Fine, let's explore. That's what they said they wanted to do. No. I was tossing coin into the waters of the Trevi Fountain when the Bersaglieri marched up into the court with their distinctive fast jog and began rounding everybody up. Their uniform struck me idiotic. I ignored them as best I could. I was a mere tourist after all, but it was hard to disregard the soldiers completely once I saw they had rifles where their arms should have been. Then someone jostled me from behind. I turned to see a figure in gray reaching into their pocket, and then tossing out a grenade. Chaos erupted. People began to scream and scatter in all directions. One of the Bersaglieri fired his rifle wildly at one of the Tritons, gracing the fountain. Only I saw the man in gray flee down an alley. I chased after him instinctively. Clearly my innate, as he probably had an escape route. Oh, what happened? Yeah. He made a sharp turn, and I launched myself at... I drew close and threw my cloak across him, capturing him like a gladiator in the ring. We staggered. I heard the thunder of the exploding grenade far behind me as the man in gray tried to find his feet. And then we both collapsed to the ground. Who in the hell are you? I demanded, before sighing. In my discombobulation, I had switched into French. To my surprise, he responded in kind. I am Alexander Dubois. I am Zouave sworn to the Pope, he announced haughtily. You and your Scola dogs will not break me. What good do you do blowing up passers-by? This country must be freed, he replied passionately. The Scola must be broken apart like so much shattered glass. He struggled, but I still had him pinned. Well, he breathed, you have caught me. Will you turn me in, or will you come with me as a friend? I followed him. Back to an impressive mansion a stone's throw from the Ponte Sestio. It was the headquarters of the Zouave rebellion, but it was also, as Alexander somewhat sheepishly explained, his maman's townhouse. He poured me a brandy and raised his glass. See, this is cool, man. This is like story. There's interactivity. This is awesome. We're 30 minutes into this. I'm sorry. We'll end it here. This is called 80 Days. You can pick it up, I think, pretty cheaply on Steam for like $5. On Humble Store, you can get a DRM free copy. This game is cool, man. It's cool art, good story, good writing, nice sound effects, decisions that you actually get to choose. You can see yourself choosing. Awesome. So check it out. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below and do all those things that you guys love to do. And, yeah. Class dismissed.